Hello and welcome to another session of live coding with Vitush Academy. Today I'm going to show you some problems from SoftUni. Actually, this problem I have solved about 1 year ago, but now it is going to be solved again, this time with Python, and this time I'm going to record a video as well. So here is the problem. Pretty much it's a polymorphism exercise. And pretty much it says the following: create an abstract class called vehicle that should have an abstract method drive and refuel. Definitely I would do this. Create two vehicles and inherit the vehicle class and simulate driving and refueling them. Definitely. Car and truck both have fuel quantity, fuel consumption in liters per kilometer that can be driven a given distance. Okay, drive takes a parameter distance and fuel gets refuel. Okay, if it is summer, so both vehicles use air conditioners and their fuel consumption per kilometer when driving is increased by almost a liter for the car and 1.6 liters for the truck. Okay, also the truck has a tiny hole in his tank, and when it's refueled it keeps only 95% of the given fuel. The car doesn't have this problem. Yeah, sure, if the vehicle cannot travel the distance, its fuel does not change. Okay, this is the test code. Car 25. What was the 20? The 20 was fuel quantity and fuel consumption is 5 per kilometer. It's a bit strange, I guess. But this is how it is. It was probably fuel consumption per 100 kilometers. Here the 5, definitely. Okay, car drive 3. And this is the funny part. When car drives 3, car fuel quantity is almost 3. Which is quite interesting why these 9s are like this and we don't have a solid 3 by itself. If you have an idea, write in the comments. You'll be probably the first person to write in the comments this year if you have an idea, so it would be really interesting. And yeah, here we have some other tests that I'm going to run. So let's nicely start. I'm using PyCharm this time. So first thing first, I'm having to put the abstract class called vehicle that should have abstract methods drive and refuel. Okay, in order to do something with abstract classes and abstract methods, I should do this magic from ABC, import ABS, abstract base class. This is ABC, actually ABC, abstract base class, and abstract method, which is actually a decorator. Okay, and now let's start with the vehicle, which is abstract. So the vehicle is inheriting from this one, and we should have one init method for the vehicle with fuel quantity and fuel consumption, like this, and fuel quantity is the one that is from the parameter. So this one here is within the class and this one here is given in the constructor. The same with the fuel consumption, we simply put it as a property here, the ones from here. Actually, when I was starting programming this kind of things, self-fuel quantity equals fuel quantity and self-fuel consumption equals fuel consumption was really something like magic for me. I was thinking the whole time, what is it all about? Like, what is this self-quantity equals self-quantity? The idea is actually, as imagine that here is like A and here is B, let's say. So imagine someone giving it to you. So the first and the second parameter are actually set it as a self quantity here and fuel consumption here. In order to make it following the rules in Python, we make it a bit more complicated, I guess, for the newbies, but really more understandable for whoever is not a beginner in Python. Okay, so now we need the abstract methods, which are drive and refuel. In order to say that these are abstract methods, we need this, like this, beautiful, and we say def drive. The self is automatically coming from PyCharm, and then we say distance. I'll say a pass here, but I have a better idea what to do later. Okay, abstract method, pretty much def refuel self comma fuel, and I can say pass here. So as far as these are abstract methods, they shouldn't be implemented at all if we try to create a vehicle. So we have these two options, either to say pass. If there is pass, it would return unknown. Can show, for example, now, for example, v equals vehicle, print, okay, let's say refuel 30, print v dot fuel quantity. Okay, it should be v dot refuel, I guess. Yes, v refuel 30, like this. And let's see what would happen. Run vehicles. This is the name of our file. And we see can't initiate abstract class vehicle with abstract method drive refuel. True. We cannot. We tried to initiate actually a class which is an abstract one. What would have happened if it wasn't like this? Let's try again. Run vehicles. Okay. Missing two required positional arguments, fuel quantity and fuel consumption. True. Fuel quantity 30, fuel consumption 20. Let's try once again to see what's happening. Okay, we got this, although it's an abstract method. Yeah, it printed the fuel quantity. No, actually, it printed the fuel quantity, but it didn't enter the refuel thing. Yeah, true. As far as, let's see, try to not test with equal numbers. Yeah. The refuel simply returned here. It's returned here. Let's see, what would it return? I mean, I guess it would be simply a num. Yes, this was my idea. But in order to make it a bit more interesting, what we can do is actually tell that we cannot do this kind of stuff, like we cannot call abstract methods like this. What we need is actually, what I would do is like erase a not implemented error, which is said that this is abstract method. Or something that makes actually more sense is subclasses must override drive. Yeah. And the same with refuel, simply like this. And then click run and see what's happening. Yes, this is it. Subclasses must override refuel. Yeah, this is where the error came. And let's make our class again an abstract one. Yeah, I'll clean a bit here. So pretty much this is for the abstract class. Let's do the vehicle class and the truck class. So class car vehicle, pass for the moment, and class truck vehicle. And here we also say pass. Okay, here now we have two options for the constructor. This is the constructor here. The option first is not to do anything, really. It knows it inherits from here and it would be okay. And option 2 is actually to do the same constructor like this. Fuel quantity. I'll copy and paste, it's easier, better and faster as far as your time is valuable. And here do this kind of super. Super means pretty much go to my parent and see what he is doing. And then you see init, and then it says, yay, I know actually what to do. So control plus dot to choose the first. Okay, control plus enter to insert. No, it wasn't this one. Super dot init, and I want to choose this one. Okay, obviously I have to choose like this, and so far like this. This is how it works. Pretty much the same for the truck. And now what should we do? What should we do? See here something is like highlighted a bit. What is it saying? Class car must implement all abstract methods. Of course it must implement all abstract methods. That's the idea of the abstract methods actually. So more actions here, and we can say implement abstract methods, and we can say, hey, I want drive and I want refuel. Pretty much it works like this. The same with this one, drive and refuel. Yeah, this is something good for PyCharm. It writes some code for us. I would like to have the constructors on top below the class because I like it a bit more this way, like having the class and having the constructor. It's a bit more neat. So let's see with the refuel. What was with the refuel of the car? Self-fuel quantity plus equal fuel. Yep, like this exactly. What was with the refuel of the truck? Self-fuel quantity plus equal fuel. Pretty much no, there was something about it. Truck has a tiny hole in its tank, and when it's refuel, it keeps only 94% of the given fuel. That's okay. So how am I gonna do it? Okay, fuel to keep equaling fuel times 0.95%. And we do it like this, okay? Okay, or we could have only multiplied this times fuel, but it's pretty much the same. Okay, so far this is about the fuel and the refuel. Now about drive. So the rule about driving is how much fuel do we need, and we only are going to drive if we have the fuel quantity, pretty much. Yeah. So we don't stay stuck somewhere in the desert without fuel. So fuel is equaling distance times self-fuel consumption times 0.9 for the car. Let me see whether 0.9 was the correct one. 0.9 liters for the car and 1.6 for the truck. I really hope this is not per kilometer, although it depends on the car. But it's also not per 100 kilometers. No, this is for the fuel consumption times. Yeah, this is for the air conditioner. Yeah, this is how it is. If fuel needed is smaller or equal than fuel quantity, self-fuel needed. Why is it not highlighting anything? Yeah, because of course it's not highlighting, because it should be self-fuel quantity is removed with fuel needed. Yeah, actually highlighting is really helping a lot. Although I wouldn't admit it too much. Let's see. Then we also need to do the drive here, and pretty much I can copy and paste the code. Don't do this at home, because you can probably make a mistake somewhere. 1.6. So this is how it looks like. This is our code. We see some stuff like this. What is it saying? Let's see. Choose a subclass of the vehicle. Yeah, we can go here. And for example, here, what's happening if I click on this one? Oh, it shows me the abstract method. Yeah, exactly. Wow, I'm becoming a fan of PyCharm more and more. Okay, so let's take a quick look of what we did. Let's use this test. Here, car 25, car drive 3, car fuel quantity after 3 kilometers. Should be this much. Yeah. Then refueling with the car, and it is refueled with this much. Okay. Let's take a quick look. Run vehicles. Does it look? Hell no. And that's interesting. I made a mistake somewhere. That's the interesting part. Where is the mistake? Fuel quantity, fuel quantity, fuel consumption, fuel consumption, fuel quantity, fuel consumption, fuel quantity, fuel needed. Okay, this is only with the car. Let's see. I'll zoom a bit out. Fuel quantity, fuel consumption in liters per kilometer, and can be given in a distance. Okay. Car fuel quantity after being driven 3 kilometers should be 229. Wow, let's research a bit. Fuel quantity, fuel consumption per kilometer. And we also shouldn't forget this 95%, but it's only for the truck, and I haven't forgotten it. It's here. Fuel quantity, fuel needed, fuel consumption, fuel needed, fuel quantity. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Fuel needed, fuel quantity, fuel consumption, fuel quantity, fuel consumption. Okay, what we can do is actually pretty much put some stop and say I want to debug. Takes a bit time on my PC. Didn't happen because I didn't probably run it wrongly, and it still didn't do it correctly. Time 3. Okay, this time it's more interesting. We have fuel consumption 5, we have fuel quantity 20, and now I think it was F11. No, it's not. Then F8. Yes, okay. Car is here. Car drive 3. Okay, after car driving 3, what do we have? Okay, this is the class. Do we have the object? Yes, we have it. So fuel quantity, fuel consumption is 6. Fuel quantity is 6.5. Let's see, where is car drive? So fuel consumption times 0.9. This is where the error is actually. You see, it's not, it's a fuel consumption plus 0.9. Should it be correctly? Yeah. And this is how the fuel quantity is fixed. So Yeah, because this 0.9 is actually for the air conditioner. Yeah, well, let's give it a try again. Yeah, I get the results. Wow, impossible. And let's try this once as well. And yes, 17.0, 64.5. Everything is perfect. We're extremely happy. So thank you for staying with me 20 minutes and a bit more. You may decide to subscribe or not, like or not, or just to have fun. This is for sure. So pretty much that's all from me. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.